All right, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, which are the men that rule well and the men that taught us His truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect as always. And Lord willing, well, it's another scripture of the day. That's going to be the title, Scripture of the Day, which today is February, say the 5th or the 6th? February the 6th. 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right. So yeah, scripture of the day, man. 2 Timothy 2:15. What inspired this lesson is reading this very scripture in a different translation. Okay, more specifically the CSB. All right, and yeah, man, I'm gonna read it and speak on it in the spirit, man. Because, especially this scripture, we read it. We all know the scripture. Us has been in the know for, for some years and even just a few months. You read the scripture and, the surface level of understanding is, well, I'm going to read it first. So it says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now, it says, when you first read it, with the surface level knowledge, when you first come into this, you're like, oh, okay, so study. I got to go study to show myself to be good in the sight of the Most High, which is true, but it's a little deeper. Because study isn't just, taking time out to physically study on your own time at the crib. That's not the only way that you can study, because when you go into that word for study, it's the Greek word spudazo, which means to work or to be a workman. Or to labor, more specifically, all right? Let me actually get it real quick. Yep, 2 Timothy 2:15. So you go into that word, study. It's the Greek word spudazo, which means to hasten, to make haste, to exert oneself, endeavor, give diligence. Then you go into their... salakia. I guess it does not mean to labor. I think I was thinking about another word, but it's a good thing I got it. But nonetheless, it says to hasten, make haste, to exert oneself, endeavor, give diligence. Right? Give diligence. Okay? Let me just make sure I wasn't thinking about another word. I probably was thinking about workman. Yeah, salakia. Slip of the tongue and out of the heart. But nonetheless, it says... study to give diligence, to show yourself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Right? Now you go to 2 Timothy 2:15 in the CSB. Be diligent to present yourself to the Most High as one approved. Right? So essentially, of course, actually studying and which is a surface level understanding of it, that's one way to show yourself approved, is to go home and put the work in that to be approved in the sight of the Lord, man. You want to actually physically study, because that's one way that you show forth your diligence. The most important way, besides prayer and fasting and things like that, is going to the camp, physically getting up and doing the labor of love, labor of love for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that labor towards His name and towards His saints, Salakia, so yeah. Give diligence, be diligent to present yourself to the Most High as one approved, right? Because to present yourself as one approved, you have to be studied, you have to be learned, right? Not to say that you have to know all the breakdowns, but when you're in the lot of servitude, it is your duty to go and to learn, go home and to learn more, all right, of these scriptures, and to teach them and preach them, all right? And to rightly what? It says, this is a worker who doesn't need to be ashamed, correctly teaching the word of truth. And that's very important, because that's a hot topic right now. It says correctly teaching the word of truth, because you have a lot of these other camps, and they get mad at us, for correcting them. But at the end of the day, there's camps out there that are not correctly teaching the word of truth. See, we are, all right, and that's Salakia. That's not in a way to brag, all right. It's just the truth is that we just give the diligence, That's what it's all about. It's all about giving the diligence. It's all about putting the work in to correctly teach the word of truth. Because that's what this is all about. This isn't just some social gathering where we have barbecues and things like that. No, the first thing that is established is the doctrine over everything else, over friendship. What is the truth? You see, here at Great Millstone, all right, we're all about truth for truth's sake. If one of us is going off in doctrine, we rebuke that brother, all right, in hopes that he corrects himself, and when he does, cool. But if you don't, you get cast, because what? Now you're not about the truth no more. Forget about a friendship. Forget about all that. It's about what? Giving diligence to show yourself as one approved unto the Most High. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. All right? That's what it's all about. It says a worker who doesn't need to be ashamed, right? Because you don't want to be a ashamed worker, a slothful stone that doesn't give diligence. You don't want to be that guy. What happens to those guys? They just fall by the wayside. No, we don't want to be like that. We want to be diligent. Okay? And like it says at the end, correctly teaching the word of truth, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about giving that diligence and what? Rightly dividing the word of truth. That's the whole point of giving diligence at the end of the day, man. To what? Be saved, be delivered. But for you to receive that, you need to teach the word of truth. All right? According to the spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, and for truth's sake. All right? And according to what the scriptures truly say through the spirit. All right? So, that was all I wanted to bring out, scripture of the day. All right, so I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises going on to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem L'Kakudash. Double honors to my elders and my apostles of Great Millstone, which are the men that were well and that taught us his truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to